with knowledge.
If you pay attention.
Right?
Properly.
It's true.
You're rich.
If we would have been paying full attention, taking notes, and like doing everything she says since she began coming on the show 21 years ago, we would be maybe in a little better shape.
We would own the show, pretty much.
Just a baby. I was born with financial knowledge, I guess, huh? 21 years.
Well,
ready to go.
All right, we got some debt payoff strategies. Love this because I'm sure a lot of people are faced with this year-round, kind of a topic. You want to talk a little bit about, I know there's some different methods and ways to kind of attack this. Where do you start?
So I think you got to figure out which method works for you. So I'm just going to give you two today, so you can see if either of these would work for you. So the first method is called the Debt Snowball method, right? And it's actually exactly how it sounds. So with this method, what you do is you focus on paying off your smallest debt first, and then you take that payment once that's paid off and move it on to your next smallest, and you create the snowball effect, right? So for just a quick example, say you have a $500 credit card, a $1,500 medical bill, and a $4,000 car loan. You're going to start with that $500 credit card, and then once you take care of that, then you move that payment that you're making on that $500 over to the $1,500.
Rather than paying little bit,
yes.
It's more efficient, effective.
That's right. Minimum payments on the other two, a bigger payment if you can on the $500, and then you get used to making that payment, and then you move it over to the
Pay
next
it
debt.
and get it out of there.
This is really good for people who need to see progress, right?
Yeah.
Like debt is, unless you're winning the lotto, it's a long game, right? And so this really helps people who need to see, like, I need to see kind of those immediate wins to keep me motivated to go.
Let me activate something that you pushed us before. I'd say make the minimum payment on those two big ones. Make a slightly larger payment on the small, and then add the minimum payment amount once that is paid off to the amount you've been paying.
Correct.
Then you're going up, and it's going to go even faster.
That's right.
How do you like
Absolutely.
it?
I like it.
Should I be working at the bank?
What is going on?
You should come work for me.
Right. That's a whole other method.
My job is done. Where's my mic?
That's the
because
Scott
it's
Moak
dropped.
method.
Yes.
You don't need another job, dude. You have 6 already. Now, you don't need one at Schools First either.
But we'd be happy to have you.
I'm sure you would. All right.
Another method is the avalanche method. So avalanche.
Took the words out of my mouth. I looked at my card and go, tell me about the avalanche.
So this method is where you're actually you're prioritizing interest and paying off your highest interest debt first. And it's kind of the same concept, but you're starting with, rather than your smallest loan, you're starting with your most expensive loan, right? And so you focus on that higher interest rate debt. Once you see progress and pay that off, you then move what you're paying on that to the next highest. And this is really for people who are disciplined, that have like this financial goal that they're going to stick to, and they're going to make it to the end of that goal, but it's going to save you more money because you're starting with your most expensive.
I know, but
first.
Go ahead. I have questions.
We're loaded
I have
with
lots of questions.
You just stay here all.
Perfect.
Keep coming back.
I've cleared my schedule for the two of you.
So what if you get one of these and 0% finance deal, and or APR, and you go ahead and put everything on that at 0%. So anything you pay goes right to it and knocks it down.
That's always a great option.
Concentrate on that one first. Like get that thing, keep going, and then the other little ones.
Yes.
Make sure that's completely gone, and then go to those.
Yes, because there's usually a term on those 0%.
Yeah, it's like for like a year.
And if you don't pay it off at the end of that term,
Skyrockets.
all of that interest that you should have paid gets thrown onto your loan. Yep. So yes, definitely, if you're in any of those, pay that off.
Yeah, clearly messed that one up.
Did you?
It's good though. More of your money is going to the actual debt because nothing is going to interest. But you do have to be disciplined in that too, and say, okay, I have this debt. The minimum payment is not going to cover that year of 0 interest. So you have to figure out what is my balance and what do I have to pay each month.
Well, and that was going to be my question. Is it balance or is it the percentage rate that we want to attack?
It depends on it depends on your personality and what you need to stay motivated, right? So both of these methods have a purpose for someone. So if you are somebody who needs to see, like, are you the dieter who needs to see immediate weight loss, then you need to go with the snowball method, right? But if you are more disciplined and you're worried more about how much you're paying for the debt you have, then start with your higher rate and go on the avalanche.
This is why.
What if my snowball just keeps rolling down the hill, becomes an avalanche?
And creates an avalanche.
Come
That's
and
good.
You talk to me.
That's why it's good.
Know, right?
Actually, that would be great. Right?
That would be great.
See, that'd be good.
Create avalanches from snowballs.
Bingo.
I feel like that's
something.
That's actually
You're onto something.
That's like financial health 101, right?
Or when you run your credit card up really, really high, take a snowball fired at my head. Say, stop doing that, Gary.
That we just want to do.
Yeah.
There's all the information about SchoolsFirst Federal Credit Union. Thanks for taking us to class again. Always love learning from you. SchoolsFirstFCU.org is the web.